Good morning and welcome as we continue our daily devotions. This week we'll be looking at specifically what God has to say about those closest relationships we develop with another person, our spouse, our husband or wife. And so for today I'd like you to read Ephesians chapter 4, verses 17 through 24. I'm going to read just a couple of these verses from Ephesians 4, chapter 22, verse 22, where he says, "Put off your old self, which belongs to the former manner of life and is corrupt through deceitful desires, and to be renewed in the spirit of your minds, and to put on the new self, created after the likeness of God in true righteousness and holiness." Now, we're told from the outset that in marriage, two become one. But with all the differences that there are between you and your spouse, how is it possible to be unified in anything? Just think about all the things working against a married couple. We have differences in personality and experiences and upbringing. Add to that the temptations and frustrations that attack marriage from every side. It's a wonder that two people so different can come together on anything. Now, thankfully, God made a way for couples to experience oneness in marriage. We become one flesh when we're married, but God doesn't stop there. He graciously continues to unify our hearts and minds as we grow together in our relationship with Christ. See, as each person seeks to put their old life aside and take on the mind and heart of Christ, God aligns our lives to His. And simply put, as we move closer to Jesus individually, we move closer to each other in marriage. See, true intimacy in marriage is impossible, I believe, without Jesus. Without Him, we're locked in this futile battle over our preferences and our personalities. And without Christ, we can make that work for a while, but eventually the fights and the tension and the frustration builds to a breaking point. But with Christ at the center, we both couples, both people in a couple change. Not to become like our spouse, but to become like Christ. The old preferences and personalities, they give way to the sacrificial love modeled by Jesus. Now, you'll still disagree, but with that sacrificial love of Christ at the center, guiding the things you're doing and the things you're saying, that process of wrestling together will strengthen your relationship, not destroy it. Have a great day.